And the problem with that is if you've got arrogant through it, people are going to remember that. You know,
People see that.
They see that and they'll remember that and go, no. Not just
Not
because
that
you
guy.
dropped, now you're trying to be a nice guy. No, you were an ass when you had money. And you're going to be an ass again if you ever get back there. So it's a tough thing. And I like that you're staying true to who you are and how you are. And I got a good crew around me. So that's the one thing. But like with Mona, and you know Mona, so
Yeah.
she's straightforward. If I ever start, going the wrong way, she straightens it out.
Okay.
She's like, no,
Not that person.
we ain't doing that. So I like having that good team around me. Do you have a support team? Do you have a crew that?
Yeah, I do have a couple of guys who's helping me out with running some social media, some informational stuff, Sport Father project, like just
Which is huge.
posting.
Everybody's tagging that.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, on YouTube, I have a little bit more than 800,000 subscribers. And,
Just 800.
Yeah.
Just 800. I got 200.
Instagram,
quadrupled.
it's I don't know, 165 or something. But if we talk about social media, I've noticed that I thought that it's only happening back in Eastern Bloc, but apparently it's not. Sometimes I see the pages with 2-3 million subscribers and they barely breathing, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, 10 or maybe 20,000 likes. So pages so fake, and these people, they're still getting contracts. And I was wondering how do these big companies do not make research before they sign athletes like that? Like, it's just a couple of clicks and you can find out real statistics,
Yep.
real numbers.
Yep.
And even these big companies, before they write these checks, they don't bother to do this little research. So people, I thought that it's it's that bad only in Russia.
They're
and
cracking
Ukraine.
down. No, but they're cracking down here now.
They are.
The companies are, and the people know now. You're going to find that people will say, I got 2 million followers, 3 million followers on Instagram, and you can check the numbers and the analytics on it now, and the companies follow that, like you were
that's
doing.
good.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
they go easy.
Because I have like 165,000, and it's nothing comparing to millions of. But my page sometimes is more active than
Yep.
2 million subscribers pages. And
I don't know what the
like,
comments were on yours and my video of just me posing with you.
Yeah.
But it got I think it was 400 comments where
400, 500, 600,
Yeah,
sometimes
it's like-
1,000. Yeah, I posted a picture with
that's
Jake Adler.
key. That is such key. I think that is so important because of the fact that also it's not the guy with the biggest following that's making the money. And you and I know this, and the people behind the curtain know this, that you get these guys that are 2 million followers, but they're not even being able to pay rent.
Yeah.
So it's not even just having the followers or the numbers. It's about being able to monetize it, and you're able to give back to your fans to where they want to purchase something.
Yeah.
So your sports faza, right?
Yeah,
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's the way I say it. And I do have the merch line as well, like my hat here.
Right.
And so I'm trying to finance a couple of directions. Yeah, and as I told you, I grew up as an aviation person. I have a degree in engineering, so I'm not a stupid.
Your engineering degree,
Yeah.
which would mean you'd normally be a powerlifter in America, but you're a physique guy. I like that. I don't know if you knew that, but most powerlifters are engineers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're number guys. Okay, so keep going. Sorry.
So
Great degree.
Degree, and I'm not the, how do you call it, meathead in a sense, like
yeah, that's a great way to call it.
Who's training only,
Right.
who's eating, training, and fucking sleeping all day long to do this competition in 6 months, not thinking about anything else. I'm not that type of person, so I'm thinking about future. I'm thinking about feeding my kids, like how can I make money, how can I monetize. So yeah.
Can you go further into depth on that? If somebody wants to build a YouTube page, is there a couple
tips
or tricks to do that and build an Instagram page and how to monetize it?
It's getting harder and harder with so many people trying to make living of it. Before it was, when you started it, it was just an idea, right? You
Yeah.
just like that, and it started giving you money. At this point, 2019, people just watching you. Some people sometimes maybe watching me, and they like, okay, this guy lives successful life. Why not emulate what he's doing? I want to be a YouTuber as well, so I'm gonna start. So now we have much more people trying to make this on YouTube. So the competition is making it much harder,
Right.
to make it to the top. To
Can you
develop.
still do it though?
Absolutely.
What would be 3 top tricks? Well, not tricks, but what would be 3 steps to being able to
I
create?
never thought of it like that. Like,
Well, you're successful, and the one thing I know I can pick up is this: is that
you have to be unique in a sense, like in something.
so be yourself.
Yeah, and people don't do it most of the time. They just emulating success. They don't want to do anything extra. They're afraid of doing something. They're afraid to make mistakes, and they're afraid not to be perfect sometimes.
So let me say something real quick because I want them to understand this too. Today, when I see some sites and I see the girl, and every shot is a similar shot, butt shot, showing the physique, another butt shot, pretty face, but there's not much behind it. And then you go to the guys, and you got great abs, and then him doing an exercise,
And
and
the
then
only thing he posts is
abs, and you never see him do squats because he has great abs and good arms, and so it's just a continuous of that. But there's nothing else in it. But today, you and I were sitting down, and the pups were coming up to us, and just playing with us, and it was the most real shot. We weren't filming, we weren't doing anything, and you just took a photo, and you go, "I'm going to put that up." And so you went outside of the norm from these people.
Yeah.
That they think, oh, I got to just put up ab shots. Everybody likes my abs. I'm going to keep putting my abs. Where you salt and pepper in a little bit of spice, where it's me being real.
Yeah.
Is that a good?
Yeah, that's a good advice. That's a good tip. I would put it on the number 1, I guess. Not to be afraid to make mistakes. Not to be afraid of not being perfect.
Not afraid to not get likes.
Yeah. Sometimes I post videos that I'm not sure about. I'm experimenting, taking my shots. But okay, sometimes it's not that much views. But if you don't do these experiments, you don't know what works. And
right.
People like you being open and you making mistakes sometimes, because when they watch kind of perfect people they following, like, it's just an illusion, and they start feeling bad about themselves. Well, this girl is so nice. She's shiny, and she got so nice.
Shiny. I love that.
Hair and nails, and
always perfect.
Always perfect, and they start feeling bad about themselves, and they keep on following, but they don't really relate to that person. They don't like this person. So if we come back to, I don't know if it's okay to be coming back to money, but if we're talking about success, like providing for your family, that's not a good choice, because they might still be following you, but they're not loyal
Invested
to you.
in.
They're not loyal to you,
Right.
and they will never spend money on any of your products or anything like that, because they don't like you in reality.
Right.
And with me making mistakes, and with me being real, and sometimes posting things where I'm not perfect or something, people can still relate themselves to myself. They feel me being real with them, like they know me for real. Every time when I go to expos, people tell me the same stuff. Like, Alex, I think we first met, but I feel like we knew each other. We were friends for a couple of years.
I love that. They feel like they really, really know you on the
Yeah.
person you are, and the ups and downs.
Yeah. So
I love that aspect, because I know what would get my page moving. If I just lift something heavy every single day and post it, but that's so...
people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they love it. And show the body, show that. But I'll tell you this: when I do expos, and there's times in this last couple of years I've been crushed because I lost my first dogs, and I put it out there, and crushed. crying and all that kind of stuff, and I put it out there. And it's amazing how that stuff relative to the person coming in going, hey, you're strong. But when people come in and we're at expos and they come up and go, I cried along with you, and it's not these, I'm talking about 280 pound strong, big 6'5" guys coming and going, listen, I was working out and I saw what happened and I cried with you. And that's touching somebody. And I think that's what you're doing. You're touching people and you're showing the possibilities of what can happen, no matter where you're from. You're in America training with C.T. Fletcher, who's somebody I love. Mm-hmm. And so you're really showing what is possible, and I love that. I love that about you. I love that about how Mona is becoming a success from somewhere else and showing it makes me mad that sometimes I hear Americans complaining about America. I'm like, are you kidding me? Travel a little bit and see what the world is really like before you start complaining.
Yeah.
You're a pup. These 20-year-olds complaining about it and saying this is how it is. And I know that they're going to hate that, but it's...
But is it really okay to blame them? I mean, to blame Americans? They were born here and they never knew anything else. So why work? Why try harder if it's already, like, if they have everything?
Because I think you and I think alike, and Mona thinks alike, that we can always be better. We can always strive for more. We can always try to live a dream. And goals and dreams are what make us grow. And complaining about something when your world is so small and your view is so small is confusing to me. I'm not going to, tell a stockbroker it's an easy job. I have no idea how tough being a stockbroker is. I wouldn't dare speak about it. I wouldn't dare speak about a real estate agent and how hard it is to sell homes. I have no idea. So I do know if I want to speak about something, I should learn more about it before I speak about it. And I think that Americans, from this, and I know we're going back on this, but I think they should really travel the world a bit. If you ever feel like you're not in the best place, travel the world a bit and you'll realize you're in the greatest place. And then from there, start building it. If you don't want to work for somebody 9 to 5, work for yourself. There's a way you can do it. Try to be better. Plenty of ways.
Plenty of ways.
So
that's true. Yeah, that I agree on. And sometimes, yes, Americans taking it for granted. And people who make it here from other sides of the planet, they're already driven. They're already having passion in them to make this happen. There's only one big. What is it they say? 1% are really living their dream. That's a small percentage. Another thing that, if we're coming back to those tips of developing your social media, I think it's very important to stay. To keep that fire in yourself, no matter how high you get. I mean, sometimes you can do a video and it goes viral, and you think that you're on the top of the world, and you have like 500,000 subscribers, I don't know, and you just settle down. That's good enough for me. That's it. So whatever I do, I was trying to analyze my success, if you can call it that way. No matter what I get, how far I get, the second right next to the second something good happened to me, I start thinking about making it higher. I start thinking about going further. So it's never enough for me. So I think it's very important for any YouTuber or social media guy not to get enough,
just because you succeed on something, keep going, keep pushing, keep getting better.
Yeah, and it's not something that I'm making myself, I'm forcing myself. That's just the way I am, and I think that helps me a lot. Some people tell me that I'm a workaholic, or like too much of the psycho in the sense. But
I live with one, so I know what that's like.
Oh,
yeah. I can't get her to sit down and watch a movie with me.
But that's okay for me,
Yeah.
and that's okay for Mona, and this is what makes us happy. This state of living.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
it's
no.
not like we're forcing ourselves. Like,
No, you love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, it's not like
That's the only way I can
yeah.
live.
Yeah.
I,
Keep
I,
going.
I,
Keep
yeah,
going.
I go travel someplace for I schedule something for a week,
Oh,
and then I
wow.
spend there like 1 or 2 days, and I'm already shaking. Like, wow, why am I not doing anything? Why is nothing happening? I woke up and I go to have a breakfast, and what, I just lay down and do nothing like by the ocean? No, I can't do that. No, I have something.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep going.
I have to have something.
I like that
happening.
you said that because as well as I'm doing with social media and stuff, and I had a production meeting with my crew, and Henry shoots my stuff, and Mona is kind of like oversees the whole business. But one of the funny things is today was I was up at 3 o'clock, and I was doing the work, and I saw some of the videos, and I go, like you were saying, we did good. We did good for what we were doing. Now we got to step it up another notch, and we got to go a little further. And it was funny because when I sat down with them, they were on the same page. They were like, "Yeah, you know what? We did good, but we're at a different level now, and we do need to step it up, and we need to do this and this and this differently." And it was cool to see that, and it was fun to grow.
Yeah.
It's fun to grow, and it's like great.
There is always
great.
place to grow.
Yeah.
No matter how
Yeah.
far you get. So when I posted that video with you, production wise, I think it was the best picture that I ever had on my channel, because the gear wise, the guys that came over from Vegas, they
Yeah.
used the best gear I ever used for my channel.
The
So
UFC guys, right?
UFC guys, yeah. So best picture.
He
I
shot
ever-
great, by the way.
Yeah. It's,
Just side note,
yeah.
love it.
Yeah. ID Mentor Production. So if you guys need any help, Vegas.
Yeah.
So picture-wise, it was perfect. Never better before. And you being in the shot on my channel, iconic person, also doesn't get better than that. Views-wise, also doing great. Like video is going viral, and it was on the trends, YouTube trends sometimes, if you know what it means.
Yep.
So. Be happy and just calm down and okay, that's good. No,
No.
and yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I got comments below. People were saying me, okay, Alex, that's just something that we never seen before on the Russian, like Russian-speaking fitness platforms. Nobody did anything like that. Like
That's
like
great.
putting everything together,
Yeah.
like production-wise, you being in the shot, like me growing, like.
Yeah.
Lifestyle and stuff, like me having success, they put it all together and they're like, okay, Alex, this is the top. How are you gonna top it up? That's it. And they're literally worried about that. Like, Alex, how are you gonna keep on running your channel? And if you're already making that, okay, you only spend like 1 month in LA and you're doing this already. How are you gonna? We're getting used to this level. So how are you gonna
can't go
keep
back.
us?
Yeah.
How are you gonna keep us
Yeah.
following you? What you gonna do next? And they're worried about that, and I'm not worried about that at all, because I know that there is there is a room to grow.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, you're going to be the iconic guy now. So it's going to be just you now.
No.
Listen, I mean, it really is, because I know there's people going to watch this, and I'm going to put
They
this
don't
in a
know
little.
me at all.
Yeah, but listen, I was in the magazines in 1987. Was the first time I was in the magazines. It's over 3 decades ago. And in 5 years, you've already developed this body at 6'3", 240, 250 pounds. You're already becoming almost closing in on 1 million followers on YouTube. You're making a living for yourself. You're killing it. And technically, I wouldn't even say it's 5 years. I mean, you started 5 years ago, but it's only been a couple years that you just exploded.
That I was taking it seriously. Yeah.
And that's
Before it
that
was
is
just a
something to
fun
say.
thing.
That's something so big for anybody out here that's going, I'm from India or I'm from South Africa and I can't make it. That's not true. You can.
Yeah,
and you can make it in the next couple of years. You could be the guy that is completely broke, no car, and in 2 years you could be a success story. And never to
Absolutely.
give up on that.
You don't need to have expensive gear to start. You can get, I don't know, a Chinese phone for $100 or $50, and you can ask one of your friends to start shooting you, like you throwing the stones. I don't know, do anything what you can do in a small Indian village or something, and you can start from there. And
Somebody's going to be in 2 years. You told me to start throwing stones. I had the Chinese phone. And look at me now. He's on the Guinness World Record. He's on Good Morning America. Man, I appreciate you coming in this morning. I appreciate you taking the time to train with me.
Appreciate it.
The information here, I think, is vital. More than the training, more than anything else, it's the mindset, where you came from, and where you said there's no quit, and you became a success. And I'm excited to see your future, because you're exploding, man. You're exploding.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Thanks for your support.
100%. That's it, guys. Go follow, comment below, and we'll talk to you soon.